Steve, a very warm welcome to Pompey. Just talk us through how the move came about.
I think Portsmouth got in touch with Birmingham. I was keen to get out on loan from about sort of November sort of time, lacking game time, so I wanted to get out on loan. And then obviously it just went from there. And then last couple of days it's come through and happily worked.
You've come in at a time where we've got a bit of a crisis in regards to left backs, 4 out injured. So what attributes do you think you bring to that position?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that I can bring a lot of energy to it. Obviously a left foot and decent delivery. So yeah, it should be, obviously I've heard about the crisis a little bit, so then it should be breath of fresh air to get me in there.
Are you sort of one of the more modern left backs where you like to get forward a lot, or is it defending first and attacking second?
I mean, I'd like to say I can do both, and obviously I'll try to do both. I enjoy a bit of defending, I enjoy going forward, so I think there's a bit of both in there.
And you had a couple of loan spells last season at Stevenage and AFC Wimbledon. Just talk us through what those experiences were like.
Yeah, I mean, they were great. They were great for me. Obviously, got on really well at Stevenage, loved it, and then the same at Wimbledon as well. And it was a great year for me. Like I said, loved my loans, and it helped me a lot, and hopefully helped me to get to the point I'm at now to come in and hopefully try and help Portsmouth.
And obviously starting off at Stevenage in League 2 and then in January moving up to League 1 with Wimbledon, was that something you were keen to do, to jump up a level?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously when the opportunity's there to move up a level and the team really wants you, then I think it's, you owe yourself to go and give it a go. And I think they seem to really want me in the January, so I went. As the same as Portsmouth, and I think that's all, me personally, that's all I like to have, is that little bit of belief from the club, and then go from there.
How did you find the jump up? Was it challenging, or did you adjust to it relatively well?
I mean, it was, yeah, of course it was challenging. I mean, I don't think you go to any football club and find it easy. But at the same time, I really enjoyed the challenge of it and how we done last year. We had a great run towards the end of the year, so yeah.
Scored a few goals for both clubs as well. Is that a part of your game as well, getting on the score sheet?
I mean, I think every player would like to say it's a part of their game. Do you know what I mean? It's getting a goal here or there and a couple of goals is always ideal for not just you but the team, and help get the 3 points.
And back at Birmingham, you've played a few times for them this season as well, including at Fratton Park against Portsmouth in that Carabao Cup match. What are your memories of that?
Yeah, I mean, we just discussed, didn't we, that it was quite a weird game. It was two teams that sort of, I think the managers looked at the game very differently. So, I mean, for me, I found it a very frustrating game. But obviously, I'm looking forward to hopefully playing at Fratton Park again and having better memories there.
And I suppose you would have been able to find out a little bit about your new teammates. What were your thoughts on Pompey?
Yeah, no, they were sharp. They obviously played with a purpose. Looked to get in behind, but if they couldn't, they weren't afraid to sort of pen you in your own half. I remember that game, we struggled to get out of our own half sort of thing when we got the ball because they pressed us quick. But yeah, that was very good that day.
You're obviously here with us for a while on loan, but when you get back to Birmingham, you obviously came through the youth ranks there, so there must be a club close to your heart. Is the long-term goal for you to get back in their first team?
I think the long-term goal for me is to work my way up and hopefully play as high as I can. I think the short term is obviously get Portsmouth promoted and help towards that, and then go from there. I think it's not, I'm looking forward to the challenge at Portsmouth.
Yeah, and obviously for Pompey, we're just outside the playoff places at the moment. So in terms of the ambition, is it to get into the playoffs, or maybe even to sneak up into the automatics?
I mean, I think it's take one game at a time and then see where we're at. That's it's whether I get to play or I don't get the nod. It's just take one game at a time and then see where we're at and slowly start to climb. I think it's a good position now where if you get on a roll, you can really start to get the confidence up towards the end of the year and keep the results flowing.